Amberlynn uploaded a new video called Full Body Shot, 519.6 pounds. And it looks like it's 28 minutes long, so it is a bit of a long one. Because of this, I am going to speed it up just a little bit. I'm going to do the 1.25 just to kind of cut some of that time. But yeah, let's see what this is all about, shall we?
New video. So I just want to say,
also, I'm at my friend's house whose child I take care of. So my connection might be a little slower. I'm not sure, but also that's why my background's different. Just wanted to let you guys know.
thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it so much. You guys have no idea. This is what's gonna keep me on track, because positivity for me helps me. Negativity sends me in like a little binging moment because it's just triggering and I want to numb those bad feelings. So I'm actually eating right now. So a lot of people are asking, why did I premiere my weight loss video? So I premiered it because I knew that you couldn't skip ahead in the premiere and you had to actually sit there and listen to what I was saying. I felt like it was really important to me that people didn't skip ahead just to see my weight. I really wanted people to listen to what I had to say, and that was the only way that I could do it. And
which is kind of funny because if you watch a lot of the reaction channels, she didn't have a lot to say. I mean, it was, I don't know, like, it was whatever, but the only reason people really came was to see the weight, so I didn't even watch the premiere. I just, reacted once it was up, but whatever. I mean, her reasoning is her reasoning. And like I said, I'm just happy that she's lost weight, and I hope that she keeps that up. Even if it's slow going, it's something.
I wanted to be in the chat with you guys and see what you guys thought and everything like that. So that is the reason why I premiered it. I've never premiered a video before, and it seemed like you guys actually enjoyed it. So I am actually eating buffalo chicken breast with loaded cauliflower.
Ooh.
That's what it looks like. So it has a...
Yeah, and people were saying that the meals that she's doing are like, not HelloFresh, Freshly, or one of those. There's so many now. But I think that's cool. I mean, hey, if it means that she's going to eat better and she doesn't have to cook, I'm all for it. Although I don't know if those ones are pre-cooked. You might have to cook them. I don't know. Some I think come pre-cooked. You just have to microwave. Some of them you have to cook, like with Home Chef, and the other one I was doing that now I can't remember its name, and I'm pretty sure I already said it. But whatever. Hey, I'm okay with that.
Been brought to my attention. I'm not trying to like defend myself, validate things, or anything like that. It has been brought up by a lot of people that I lied in my What I Ate Today video. Okay, so I am using a subscription service called Freshly. I've been using it for a few weeks now, and I've been saying in my videos since the beginning of January that I was afraid to reveal like my weight loss plan, like what I've been eating and stuff. So I didn't want to come out and downright and be like, okay, so I have a chef cooking for me.
Okay, well, number one, that's stupid. Like, who cares? Like, what does that matter? People still saw, like, people, I'm trying to think, did she show us her food? I get confused now. Yeah, people saw the food, so it's not like they didn't see it, so they're still going to comment about it no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter if we know who it came from. And then it's like you're trying to hide something, and people just get mad about that thing. Like, when people don't feel like you're being transparent, then yeah, they get pissed, and then you always wonder, oh, why do people get so mad, and why do they? Yeah, because you're not being 100% honest.
And I'm paying that company to cook for me. I didn't want to reveal that. So if you go back and watch my What I Ate Today video, not once in the video did I say that I cooked it or anything like that. I just, in that moment and during that video, I was not ready to be like, yeah, this is a meal subscription service. Obviously, eventually I was going to say that. I wasn't ready for the backlash. I slowly wanted to get into things because I know a lot of people don't agree with like warmed up TV dinners. See, it's not even a TV dinner. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. It is called Freshly. They're not frozen. They're cooked the night before you receive them. They're never frozen. They're not processed. And I can go into that more. It's definitely helped me lose weight, you guys. I can tell you that.
Look, I'm just happy that you're doing something. For me, it doesn't really matter. Like, I love Home Chef. Yes, HelloFresh was the one I was doing. And there's nothing against HelloFresh. It's just Home Chef I can buy in the grocery store. Because they sell it at Smith's. So, I love it. Whenever I need a new idea for food, I just go and find one that I haven't done before. And that's perfect because I'm not good at coming up with things, and then I never know what to research online sometimes, like, you know, so just going there and be like, oh, well, this is cool, and just being able to buy it, I love it. So I've got nothing against those. Go for it.
I can go into Freshly more, and I can even give you guys a link that if you guys want to try it, you get $40 off, but I don't want to, like, go through all that right now, but I am eating the buffalo chicken, and I've actually never had this one before, so I do want to try it on camera. I will tell you, their food actually tastes really good. Okay, that's delicious. It's definitely not buffalo-y to me. It's not spicy at all.
See, I feel like if you're gonna eat, at least describe it. Like, you know, like, what are the flavors of it? Like, what does it actually taste like? I mean, I know you're not good with words, so I think that might be a little difficult, but you can figure it out, I think. I don't know. Like I've been saying, it's just eating on camera just for the purpose of eating on camera. It's just, I don't get it, especially in her case. Like, I get where mukbangs originated, and I think that was a great idea, but it's been warped so badly, especially in the U.S., that, you know, it's not really what it was intended for. So, like, in her case, I feel like there's just no point.
And this is loaded cauliflower.
I mean, it looks good.
Yep, this is great. So for this whole thing, 470 calories. I don't eat a Freshly for every single meal, but I just hope, like, I didn't feel like I was deceiving people. Because in my video, like I said, not once did I say, oh, I cooked this or anything like that, because I obviously didn't. I just truly was not ready to be like, yeah, I'm using this service. I was going to wait a little bit, especially after I weigh in. So yeah, definitely let me know if you guys want to know more about Freshly, because I 100% recommend it. I really, really enjoy the food, and it helps me because it helps me learn new recipes. It helps me learn more about, like, quantity of food I should be eating. And I just, like, hate cooking, so at the beginning of my journey, this is definitely helpful. So I really do want to eat this before it gets cold, but I want to talk about one more thing. I do have a weight loss Instagram that I made, and if you guys want to follow me on there, you can. It's at Pineapple Pinup, and there is 2 E's at the end of pineapple, so it's P-I-N-E.
That's kind of cute, actually. I'm not even gonna lie.
P-I-N-U-P. So Pineapple Pinup. I'm not sure what I'm going to be posting on there. I did post something on there about a month ago, but I haven't posted really since. I'm not really sure what to post on there, so you guys can give me ideas if you want. So I'm going to eat this and I'll catch up with you guys later. So for those who want a full body shot, I feel like this is so funny. I will say, I have been asked, do you notice the difference in weight, like how you look with the weight loss? No, not within my body, but I do notice, like, in my face, right here and right here.
Yeah, someone had mentioned that. I think it was it Michael B. Petty or Zachary Michael? I can't remember. I think it was Zachary Michael that said that they could tell a little bit in her face. Like, for me, I feel like at 500 pounds, 52 pound weight loss isn't that obvious. At least not to me. I'm also not very observant, to tell you the truth. So, maybe I just don't notice it. Not to say that she hasn't, and, you know, I mean, obviously she has, and I trust her weigh-in. Like, people can say what they want. I don't do my weigh-ins any differently. And if people want to tell me that it's not me, then they can go right ahead and tell me it's not me. But I usually do it all by myself. I don't have someone to hold it for me and do it. So, yeah, I trust it.
So,
joy.
Not really within my body, but here's my body.
We've seen it. We know what you look like, girly.
So.
Still the same. For now. Lose a little more weight?
What's the difference?
No, honey.
Maybe you can. But
Nope.
with my weight, 53 pounds, you're not really going to see it, unfortunately.
No.
Hey guys.
More like 200
pounds.
pounds.
The next day, I have
around 200 pounds. We'll notice it. Actually, I don't know. I really don't know when someone's as big as she is. Like, I don't know at what point it becomes obvious when they're losing weight. Like, for me, if I lost 50 pounds, it would be obvious. I think. I actually don't know. Like, I mean, I'd be ecstatic, but I don't know if it would be obvious. But, yeah. I mean, I look forward to that day that if she keeps going as she is and losing weight, I look forward to that day where, you know, she can do that side-by-side comparison and you can really see the difference. I just hope she doesn't become a BI you-know-what after losing that weight, because she has that kind of, like, arrogance about her. And I feel like she'd become, like, braggy. Like, oh, I lost all this weight, blah, blah, blah. And, like, I know she has a tendency to do that anyway. So I truly hope she doesn't become a BI because, yeah.
a psychiatrist appointment, which it's very needed. It's a whole thing with my medicine.
Good girl.
Because they didn't let me get a refill this month because there's like a new thing where I have to see a nurse practitioner, where usually I didn't have to. So I definitely noticed a huge difference in my mental state without taking my mood stabilizer. So I'm really excited to go back on that because I need it really bad. So I just got out of my appointment.
I thought she meant, like, I noticed a difference and it's good since seeing the psychiatrist. But I think she's been seeing a psychiatrist. I know there's, like, a difference between psychiatrist and therapist or whatever, so I'd prefer she see a therapist, like someone she can sit down and chat with. But, I don't know.
Real quick, because we wanted to pick up some sparkling ice water, because I want to try not to drink a diet soda a day, instead have just sparkling water. I don't know. This is actually, I think, one of the only sparkling waters that I actually like. My lips are super dry because it's so cold outside. I actually need to put on some hand sanitizer. I forgot. So yeah, my appointment went good. I'm very glad. I have my medicine at the pharmacy right now. Are we still gonna pick that up today? Yeah, because I still have one more of the one. So she did.
Yeah, I still find it funny, like, she has a Fitbit when she doesn't do, like, a lot of physical stuff, but hopefully, as she loses weight and that becomes easier, she'll start walking. Like, shoot, I'm excited. I have, like, 3 or 4 hiking events planned in the next month or two, and I'm excited. Like, I want more of them. I don't want to overdo it because I still have work, I still have school, and then I have my after work, which is like babysitting and stuff. So I have that stuff, but you know, I want to get more physical stuff. And in Nevada, there's like a million. Well, Nevada and Utah, there's like a million really beautiful hiking areas. So I'm gonna do Mount Zion again, which will be cool, but a different trail than I did before. But yeah, so like getting out and just doing stuff is so much fun.
Some testing regarding if I have ADD, and it looks like I do, and she wants to dive more into that, and she wants me to see someone for that, so that's a thing.
Okay, self-diagnosed, I do slightly. I get incredibly distracted. Like, if I'm in a store, it just depends, but sometimes I will be walking and I'm literally like, ooh, look at this, and I'll like walk off and go in. Like, it's a bad habit. I've always done that. Which is why I have a hard time concentrating on certain things, because I'm easily distracted. Which is why I'm actually surprised that I've been getting okay grades with my online degree, because, you know, I've got the internet at my fingertips, and a lot of times I'll be working on my project and then do 100,000 different things. And I'm pretty sure having the internet and my cell phone has made it worse than it was when I was younger, but yeah, I definitely have the tendencies, but I've never been clinically diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure that I'm like at least a mild case, because it's ridiculous.
But yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to update on. If you guys are new to my channel, I do take a mood stabilizer for being bipolar, and I mean, I don't really know. I just want to give you guys an update. I'm still trying to work on that. I guess we're getting some gas. And it was actually worked out perfect because Becky also had a therapy appointment at the same exact time and place as I had my appointment, so that worked out really, really well. So I actually just woke up from a nap. As you guys know, I'm trying to get my sleeping schedule under control, and usually when I go through this, it takes a little bit over a week, and my sleeping schedule is crazy at the beginning of it.
I feel like taking a nap is probably a bad idea. If you're trying to go to sleep at a certain time, make yourself really, well, I don't know, maybe if you're too tired, then it's hard to sleep. I've had that, but like depending on how long the nap was, like I would limit my naps to like maybe 30 minutes, like small naps, just to like get my brain a little better, but then save the actual like sleeping for when you're trying to go to bed.
A little update, or just like a back story. For like the last month, I've been falling asleep, I want to say about 10 a.m. to noon and waking up at 5 p.m. And it just like wasted my whole day. Eventually, it was like I was going to sleep at noon, but I was waking up at like 2. So I was like not getting that much sleep, and I was sleeping at the wrong times. So now currently trying to fix my schedule, I am sleeping 2 times a day for 4 hours each. I know like people are like, well, does this make sense? It slowly starts to come together, and like tonight I see myself falling asleep at a decent time, which in my opinion, if I could fall asleep at like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and wake up at noon, drastically better. Like I'm totally cool with that, totally fine with that. So I see myself working my way towards that and eventually getting even better. But
good.
It's just a work in progress, and my psychiatrist wants to put me on anxiety medicine because she thinks it has like a really big part of it. Plus, I do have really bad anxiety, and I don't feel comfortable being on anxiety medicine yet. So it's something her and I are definitely like working on, is figuring out techniques for anxiety. But as you guys know, when like your anxiety is crippling, it's hard to find those techniques, you know. So
yeah, that's the thing too. Like you have to be able to put them into action, you know. And when you're in the middle of an anxiety attack, you know, I can only imagine that like that takes over your mind and your body, and it's just like it's almost like you become a different person, or just something takes over. And so to have to get your mind set to the, you know, where you need it to be can be difficult if you're doing it on your own. I don't know why the anxiety medicine bothers her. Maybe it's just the idea of taking something else that will like affect her mood. But I don't know. I mean, if it's the only choice that she has, you know, then she needs to do it.
You guys are probably going to be like, what are you talking about? The beginning of the video, I talked about Freshly, that was actually from yesterday. And I've been doing Freshly since the beginning of January, so it's only been a few weeks, and I've enjoyed it. It's helped a lot with like portions. The food is pretty good. Like I stand by everything I said, and I definitely recommend it for people who like either don't like to cook, needs help with portion sizes, has a really busy life. You can use it for so many different reasons. But I was talking to a close friend of mine, and we started talking more about healthy eating and learning how to, you know, do different recipes and meal prep and et cetera, and it's like seeing how well she's doing with that, because she also hates cooking, let me tell you, we both do, but seeing how well she's doing with that and kind of learning how to cook more for herself just made me realize that honestly maybe I should be doing the same thing. That Freshly was great for, you know, the last few weeks. It helped me a lot, kickstarted a path to knowing like portion sizes, because sometimes I can be really off with that. Like sometimes it's either too little, too much, like you just never know. My eating's never gonna be perfect. Like I still eat like veggie burgers, which those are like processed, but I love, you know, TV dinners at clean.
See, that's okay. I don't think anyone expects it to be perfect. Like I'm a huge fan of like Obese to Beast, and I've seen his diet, and his diet is not perfect. Like he eats things that I'm just like, oh, that's what you eat? But it works for him, and it's his thing, and that's how he does it. So, like, nobody's expecting it to be perfect. But what people do expect is that you try, and, you know, what everyone hopes is that you figure it out and figure out something that's going to really work and keep you on track, because it's a lifetime thing. And I've seen, you know, videos of people who lost a significant amount of weight, and they kept it off for a few years, and then they started to gain it back for whatever reason. because they, I think, became too comfortable with, you know, how things were going. And so it's really important that you stick to it, and that you know, get it all figured out.
Cuisine and things like that. But I just feel like the safest bet is like me. You know what? I gotta be honest. I'm scared I'm gonna get the flu. Hi. So a big thing is I haven't been wanting to leave my house at all. And that was one of the first reasons why I got Freshly, is because I knew I wouldn't really have to leave the house because food would be delivered to me. So another really big reason is like, my psychiatrist is like, you worry too much about the flu. And I'm like, I know, I get it. It's almost like I don't want to say I'm turning into a germaphobe, definitely not the case, but it's like I'm constantly using hand sanitizer, washing my hands. Like it's become like kind of annoying to myself, actually very annoying. But I need to kind of like get over that. And a big thing is like canceling Freshly. I'll be able to have an excuse to leave the house. I can go to the store. I can pick out my own food and really decide what I want to eat, what I want in my diet plan, what I want in my health journey, instead of relying on a food service. But like I said, I do recommend it. Don't you guys think?
I do too. They're awesome.
That it would be better for me to choose my own foods and like actually get out of the house and like have to go do that for myself and cook more of my meals and things like that. I almost feel better when I eat like that.
Yeah, and of course that's what we want, but the thing is, like, can you continue to do it? You know, is it something you can do? Like, you and Becky can come up with a schedule of when you're going to go grocery shopping, and, you know, then you just meal prep. You know, you can do it, and you have the time. That's the thing. Like, you know, a lot of people use it as like a, I don't know, something negative to say that, oh, you don't have anything to do, you have time. But I don't mean it that way. It's just like, you do have time. Like, you can do it. It's like, if I had the time, I would definitely do it. But I work between 45 and 70 hours a week. It just depends on how many babysitting jobs I get. So I've done up to like 71, 72 hours. And then I go to school online, of course, but I still have to devote a few hours a day or a week or whatever to school. So, and then I have friends and I have family and stuff. So like, for me, sometimes the easier way is the better way. The quicker way is the better way. So, but with you have the time. You can do it. So.
Like, obviously the last few months, October, November, December, like I wasn't using Freshly. I was strictly just getting my own food, and I feel like I did better because I was able to like choose what I wanted. Freshly, I think they have about 25 meals that you can choose from. I'm really just like rambling. I'm thinking about going to the store in a little bit. I know I did go to Kroger earlier today to get the sparkling water, which I'm glad I got. Super good. But I think I want to go to Walmart because I want to make chili. I haven't made chili in a really long time, and it's just like the perfect weather to do so. I really feel like I'm like ranting and like rambling, and
yes, you are.
Sometimes I just get like in a really talkative mood, and that's just like how it goes sometimes. I think I'm gonna get up and do some steps because Brady, she's playing with her cat toys. She's just having the time of her life. I know a lot of people don't like when I sit here and just yak and talk, but I really want to be transparent.
We honestly wouldn't mind it if you were saying something substantial, but a lot of times you're not. Like, okay, and the thing is, you could totally cut 90% of that out if you wanted to, but you keep it in to make your videos longer, so that you have more ads, which is whatever. But like, your whole, I need to go to the store, I need to do this thing, that could have been just cut out. Bam, there you go, edit it. Like, it's not necessary. You know, like, if you're saying something that means something that has to do with whatever, you know, that's important, that's like sending your videos forward in a storyline, and it's you know, it's all coming together perfect, but it's like here and there and here and there, and it's kind of just all over the place. So yeah, you could cut it out.
Parent in my weight loss journey. Obviously this isn't a weight loss channel, but I do want to talk about my weight loss more. And I don't want to be afraid of sharing my downfalls, because I feel like those are just as important as my accomplishments, because my downfalls, they're pivotal moments in my journey, and if I'm able to lessen those or learn from those mistakes, those were moments in my journey that I needed. I thoroughly feel like that. So
I love how she tries to, like, be all, like, inspirational and, like, wise Amberlynn, you know? I'm just like, okay, yeah. Just do what you need to do. Like, you do you. And don't worry about, you know, whatever. Like, if this isn't a weight loss channel, good. Then every video should not be about your weight. That's the thing. Like, because if every video is about your weight, then obviously it's a weight-related channel, because why would you talk about your weight all the time? Like, I have a weight-related channel, so every video is about my weight and about my weigh-ins. But then I also have a channel that's not devoted to weight in any way. And that's something I don't talk about on that channel. I talk about everything else. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes as these videos continue on.
I actually overate really bad yesterday. And as you guys know, I'm down 53 pounds, which I'm very happy about, but it's not all rainbows, unicorns, roses, and smiles. There is some dark stuff.
Lately, she just seems to always have something in her hair. I know it's whatever. Glitter, I don't know. There's like something in her hair on the left side of the video. But I don't know, like, I have long hair, and I usually just try to wear it down, but I at least make sure it's clean, and I try to check myself usually before I hit record, but I don't know. She definitely needs to get her hair cut. I think she should. Get it styled. Do something with it. I know Zach or Michael's like, get a bob or whatever. I'm like, no, probably not, but like, if she cut it to a decent length where she could do stuff with it, maybe she wouldn't always have to wear that funky bun that she always has in her hair. Because it's like, I wear my hair up all the time. Don't get me wrong. Unless I'm like going out somewhere. Or like I want to look nice. Then I'll put it down. But I also work with children and they like to pull hair. So, you know, it's more of a beneficial for my own, you know, sanity to not get my hair pulled all the time. But I don't know. Like, I really think she should. Because what's the point? Like, you just wear it up in a bun like 24/7.
Like, I have to sometimes cry when I so badly want to overeat or eat something that's like really bad for me or way too many calories. I will cry because it's like I would eat these things to numb whatever sadness I am currently going through. And my depression has been really bad lately, and it's been horrible. And to numb that, I turn to food. Obviously, sometimes I'm not strong enough at all. Like last night, you know, with this part of my life, normally when I'm on a weight loss journey or whatever, if I mess up, I go months and months without even thinking about losing weight. But what I've done differently this time is, like last night, I overate fat by a couple thousand calories. And
holy crap. I don't know if I'd consider that overeating. I mean, yeah, overeating, but like that just sounds like not enough of the right word or right sentence to use to describe an extra 2,000 calories. Like, what the heck? And it sounds like she's saying last night, like one meal? What the heck did you eat? I mean, I guess she could have gone to fast food. Usually most fast food's like 2,000 calories, but wow.
Instead of carrying on with that for a week or over a week or whatever it may be, I just move on from it. I accept the defeat and I try to beat it next time. And there are times where I do, oh my god, and those are the times where I am just like beyond proud of myself on a whole new level, because it's so hard. It really is. It is so freaking hard. And trying to find things to distract myself from overeating is also very, very hard, because the things that I distract myself with are also things that I used to eat during, if that makes sense. Like, a big thing that I like to distract myself with is like watching my favorite TV show or going on YouTube, and all those things kind of correlate with eating, because I would sit there and mindlessly eat while doing those things, and now I can't do that.
Yeah, I get that. For me, it's like anytime I go to the movies, I feel like I have to get food, you know? Like, you don't have to get food, but I always feel like it's like this thing that's in my brain. Like I always have to eat something when I go to the movies, which is absolutely not the case. And so I get that. And it's hard if like your world revolves around food and everything you do revolves around food. Um, that's why just going outside and, playing fetch with Twinkie or, I mean, I don't know what the weather's like right now, but I don't know. Like, there's got to be other things. I actually did a video on my Get Fit with Jessie Ray channel, and I talk about eating when bored, and that's something I do. And so the things I'm trying to do are walk more, play with my cats more, or whatever. I forget everything I listed, but like just different things to try to do to not have to eat when I'm bored, because I tend to do that.
So sometimes it is hard, and I've been trying to find different things to do. I try to get up and take some steps, and I try to color. It's just little things like that where you just really have to dig deep within yourself and turn off all the voices in your head telling you, you need to eat, you need to eat, you need to eat, and it's frustrating. And every time I overeat, I do gain a few pounds the next day, and I feel like that's the part that makes me feel like I've failed, and I have to process in my head, you didn't fail. This isn't going to be linear. It's not going to be the perfect journey, and there's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, and I feel like all those things are so cliche, but it's like the truest of the truth. And I know a lot of people are probably like, oh my god, you already failed. No. This 53 pounds down has had a lot of overeating. I'm going to tell you that right now. But I have been able to get back on.
And honestly, I believe that, because at her weight, if she were consistently following a low calorie diet, she would have lost a lot more than that. I mean, she probably would have lost twice that much. Gosh, in 3 months, give or take, yeah, she probably would have lost like 100 and, I mean, let's just say 120 pounds, probably. So I don't doubt for one bit that she's had a lot of like overeating.
Track, and that's the difference this time, is I want to say 75% of the time I'm on track, I'm doing great, and then there's that 25% that gets me, literally gets me, like so bad, and I just can't wait until it's like, okay, 5% of the time I'm off track, so 25%, it's all part of the journey. And I don't want to be afraid anymore to come on here and have to vent or talk or share that I messed up, and these are things that I've been hiding for the last 3 months. I didn't share any of this. I didn't say, oh yeah, I'm on track, but I messed up last night. I didn't say things like that because I lived so much in fear, and I have to overcome that. I can't keep living in fear because it's literally not going to get me anywhere. It's not, because if I can't share what I want with my journey on YouTube, then it's like, what's the point? Because there's so many people watching me to follow my journey and to understand the things that I'm going through and the hurdles and the this and the that, and it's like I just want to be transparent. I really do. So high transparency, trans.
Well, and if that's the case, then you can't omit certain things just because you're worried about what people are going to think, like the whole Freshly thing. Like, don't omit things from us. If you want to be transparent, then be transparent. Like, okay. But, even when it makes you look bad, like my last weigh-in, and I know I mentioned this in my other video, but I gained weight. And so I was like, oh, and I was actually discouraged. My friend was like, it probably was water weight. They're like, you've been walking more, you've been trying to keep your heart rate up during your workouts. And I'm like, yeah. Like, so I just couldn't see the good at first, but now I do see it more. But I'm also, I also don't want to be the person that's like, oh, well, yeah, I gained weight, but this, like making excuses. So I want to make sure that I don't cross that line between recognizing the good that I did and just completely like trying to excuse the bad,
Transparency, oh my god, is that the word?
See, you could have edited this part out too.
So, counting calories, I was using an app called LifeSum, which I stopped using, And I started using MyFitnessPal again because I have a lot of friends on there and a lot of supporters and stuff, and it is linked down below.
I think I tried adding her.
I've changed my username on MyFitnessPal to match up with my weight loss Instagram, so it's also Pineapple Pinup. So if you guys want to add me on MyFitnessPal, the link is down in the description bar, or you can just look up Pineapple Pinup, which
I'm gonna do that.
There's 2 E's at the end of Pineapple. So you guys are free to add me on there.
While I'm listening to her, I'm gonna do that because.
So far today, I've actually only eaten one time, and it was just now, because I said something in my What I Ate Today video. I said I eat when I want what I want, and people were like, I thought you fasted. That's what I meant. Within that 8-hour fast, like, I just eat whenever I want within it. But I had a lean cuisine, actually. Super good. It's orange chicken, I know. I swear. Cheesecake Factory orange chicken, lean cuisine orange chicken, Panda Express orange chicken. Those orange chickens are the way to go. But it's like, when I go to like a Chinese...
See, I don't have a thing against orange chicken. I know a lot of people are like to make fun of her, and it's like whatever, but like, I don't care. My thing is like, it's not healthy, of course, but I think it tastes good.
Buffet or something. I don't like the orange chicken there, and I think it's because they don't use white meat. They use dark meat, and I personally don't like dark meat. Wow, I'm talking a lot. What am I doing? So, anyways, yeah, I've had 370 calories so far today. Yeah, I'm gonna get up and do some steps. What I don't like about the Apple Watch is like the steps don't update automatically like they do on a Fitbit. It like takes a little bit of time, which I kind of hate that, to be honest. But I think I'm gonna set my alarm for 10 minutes and walk around the living room, walk in place. I'm gonna put on some music and just get some steps in. Okay. Whew. Okay. You guys aren't on the tripod anymore because I need my phone for this. I walked for 10 minutes.
See if I remembered it correctly.
Okay, you guys on the tripod.
We'll see. I don't know if that was the right one, but
I want to hurry up and come on here.
Edit it. See, edit it.
Show you guys my heart rate.
Like, I made a video and I literally, I was showing my screen because it was like a review of something, and like there was a bit where I didn't want it to be seen because it wasn't relevant, and I edited it out. My roommate came in one time when I was recording and interrupted me, which was fine. Guess what? I edited that out. Like, you gotta get better at your editing, and it doesn't take long. It takes me 10 minutes to edit a video, and you got more money than me, so you could have a much better computer than I do, and I can do it. So girl, this stuff, like, come on. I think your 2020, you need to really look into making your videos better, like the quality better. Because right now it's just, like, you don't even put in the minimal effort.
Great. My face is red and I'm crooked.
See?
Whatever. Okay, so heart rate.
Ooh, my stomach is talking to me right now.
Currently, 1 minute ago is at 141 beats per minute.
What the heck did she do?
Woo! Right now, 111. It's slowing.
What did she do?
So, it's just crazy that back in April I could only walk for a minute and I was like,
Oh, wow.
Like, I couldn't breathe. I was like, you guys saw it for yourself.
Yeah.
And it's so weird that I can walk for 10 minutes now and...
That's great.
Yeah. Out of breath, hi. But...
It's so crazy to me. Like, when I have the baby that I care for and I go for a walk with him, I have to hold him. So I can do about half an hour. After that, I'm like dead. Well, okay, I could probably do longer, but I don't think he could, so. But when I'm walking on my own, 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 hour at a steady pace. Once I go past that, I usually slow a little bit, like, but I could go. I mean, I've done it. I've done 3-4 hours before, so it's just crazy to me to think that like 10 minutes. I mean, I understand it, but like, it's really hard to relate to that when you've never had that, and I hope that I never do. But wow.
Nowhere near like it used to be. I'm now at 99 beats per minute.
I forgot my watch at home.
So,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna stop rambling after this, I promise. Someone asked me on Instagram, because I like to do little Instagram Q&As. Someone asked me, when do you want to be 499 pounds by? And I said, I do have a goal date in my head, but I'm afraid to like say it out loud, because I feel like every time I say it out loud, like it never comes true or whatever. I'm still trying to catch my breath over here, because it just seems like I always like say these goals out loud and like they never happen, but it's mainly because I don't work towards them.
Yeah, at least you're.
So, I was thinking, if you guys are interested, it's a thought, that I can document daily weigh-ins until I get to 499, because I want to be 499 like in the beginning of March, preferably March 1st, but I feel like that's not going to happen. There's maybe a negative Nancy, because like I said, I overate last night and I gained 4 pounds, and I know it's water retention, like my fingers are super swollen.
I mean, I don't know how much fat a person can actually gain in one day, but 4 pounds seems a little much. It would have to be at least some of it water retention, especially if you're getting a lot of sodium and stuff, you know, in your diet, then you'll tend to do that. But which is what I think some of my weight gain was. I don't think all of it was water retention, but definitely I think some of it was, because I'm pretty sure my sodium count was high. It's hard not to be like, everything has sodium or sugar in it. It's like ridiculous. And I know they do that for flavor, but the thing is, it's crazy, because when your palate gets used to that, it's very hard to eat something that's not flavorful enough, I guess. I know some people, they do like, I think this, like it was like a potato diet. I can't remember the name of the people or the YouTubers, but they did a potato diet to reset their palate. They didn't put any seasonings in the potatoes, ate potatoes for like a week, which is, I don't know if I could do that, but basically what it did, because it was bland, their palates, you know, got used to that. So then when they put something, you know, that had maybe minimal salt or minimal spices, to them it was a lot more. I think that's a cool idea, but I don't know. I definitely don't think I could do the potato thing, because I'm not like the biggest fan of potatoes, but it's an idea.
It relates to my feet, but like I gained 4 pounds just from overeating for one night. And like I said, during this journey, it's happened a lot. And it usually takes me 2 days to 3 days to get it off. But I prefer daily weighing in. I know a lot of people are like against it. They think it's discouraging. I feel like it's just like what works for a certain person. For me, if I only weighed in a couple times a week or only once a week, I would have not lost 53 pounds. I am a little scale obsessed. Can be bad, can be good. It's helped me a lot in this journey, because I'm able to see, oh, okay, so I'm retaining some water, or I gained some weight that day because of something I ate the day prior, so let's try not to eat that again. Or, oh, I ate this many calories this day, which I actually lost weight eating that many, so now I know that I can eat that many again. You know, just little things like that. And honestly, when I'm on track,
I guess that makes sense.
Majority of the time, the scale is going down. And I know it's just because really big, beginning of my journey, I know it's going to start to slow down, totally get that, but I really, really want to maybe document daily weigh-ins until I get to 499. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments. I mean, I haven't really been checking those lately. I'm kind of scared too. I scroll through them randomly and I've gotten a lot of support as of late, so I really do appreciate that. But message me on Instagram if you guys want to see daily weigh-ins. I feel like that could be really fun.
Honestly, you could just post pictures of your daily weigh-ins on Instagram, and that would suffice. Instead of making a video about it like every day, I feel like that would get boring real fast. But definitely, like, you know, just take a picture of your feet on the scale or whatever, however your scale works, because I can't remember if it has the screen. I think it has the screen on the scale itself and not above it. I remember one of the scales she was using had that, but like that would be fine, you know. But
beats per minute, 94. I feel like doesn't have yakking up the mouth. I'm not like
really.
It'll be okay, you know. Anyways, I'm actually gonna end this video here. I don't even know what I've talked about for the last like whatever long. One of these days,
Neither
though,
do I.
I do want to film myself.
That's okay. You're not the only one. It's like, whatever. I get it. I can ramble sometimes too, but I still feel like you could have edited a lot of it out. And it's not like you haven't heard that 100 times before, but
walking for 10 minutes because I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people who are like, I don't believe you. That's okay. It almost gives me satisfaction. I've talked about this before with my friends and stuff. It gives me satisfaction. This is gonna sound weird. I don't want anyone to be like offended or whatever. It gives me satisfaction that people think I'm lying about my weigh-in, and that people think I'm lying about being able to walk for 10 minutes. Because knowing that I'm not lying, and that it's almost a compliment that people think I'm lying, because that means I've done something right. They're like,
it's a way to look at it.
No, you're lying. That's not true. That makes me feel like, wow, people can't believe I've lost 53 pounds because that's a good thing. People can't believe I now can walk 10 minutes because that's a good thing. So it gives me some kind of like weird satisfaction. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
See, I don't think that's a weird satisfaction at all. I'd be the same way. Like, if people were saying all these things like, oh, she's not doing this and she's not doing that stuff, I'd be like, whatever. I am. I know I am. And that's really what matters. So, yeah, that's not weird. But, oh, I don't know what this is. It's one of the videos in my queue. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I'm going to do a couple more. I have some in my queue here of other ones I want to react to. Also, I'm going to start reacting to this YouTuber here, Holy Crap I'm Fat. I really love her, and she's on a weight loss journey as well. I think overall she's lost about 50-something pounds since she started, but I just love her. She's so upbeat. So what I'm going to do is she has about... what about 6 videos, 6 or 7 videos in 2020, and they're all very short, like 9 minutes or less. So I'm gonna do basically like a react to all of them for 2020 so that I can update you guys, or like inform you guys about her and kind of just show you where she's at. And then I'm gonna start reacting to her, I think, because I really like her. I might do it every so often since her videos are so short. I mean, unless you guys would prefer that I keep them short, I can do that too, but I just think that would be cool. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate it.